Okay, so let's get started with the tutorial. So what you're gonna want to do first is go into trapeze, and you're gonna pinch the trapeze, and with your throw hand you're gonna curl it inwards and out again, and form this sort of chopstick formation. So you're gonna curl inwards towards yourself and then out, and you should be like this. And you're gonna turn this inward like this, facing yourself. And what you're gonna do is, while you're pinching here, you're gonna swing this yo-yo onto this string on your thumb like this. And if you drop it, you'll get no knots. So you're here, right? Turn it in, pinch inwards. You're gonna land on this string, and you're gonna unpinch once you land onto that string, and you should be in a mount that looks like this. And on the next element, it looks like this, like that. Now that element is pretty hard. Now here's some ways to break it down to make it easier for you guys to understand. Basically, what's happening is it's an underwhip, but at the same time you're mounting with an underwhip like this, like that. Basically, what's happening is that you're mounting the yo-yo in a trapeze at the same time you're whipping into an underwhip. Now, how you do an underwhip is that you do the opposite direction of how you did this. You did this, right? You're gonna go the opposite direction. So like this, where the strings are hanging from your hand now, like that. And you're gonna pinch this trapeze with your index finger like this, so you can have some slack. And you're gonna draw us an inverted C like this, a half circle, and you're gonna see there's a loop right there. And what you're gonna do is bring this front loop into this back half of the yo-yo like this, and you should be in the mount. One more time, wrap the string around your hand and have the strings like this, pinch and draw a semicircle, and whip the string onto the back half of the yo-yo, like that. And now since we got that, we're gonna do it from here. That is a lot harder, but if you do it in steps, it will be easier. So you're here, right? You're gonna drop this and you're gonna roll into a trapeze, and then you're gonna do an underwhip. So that's basically what's happening, except you're gonna want to do it all in one motion, just like that. And once you're in this mount, you're gonna grab the string that's closest to you and from the inside, not the outside like this, the inside. And then you're gonna roll the yo-yo off counterclockwise, just like in a trapeze, and it should be dangling from your middle finger. Grab the string with your thumb and roll off. And what's gonna happen here is you're gonna pinch the string on your index finger, throw hand, and drop the string on your thumb. You should have a Houdini slack. And then now here, back to the yo-yo, you're gonna roll onto an undermount like this. And then you're gonna curl your finger inwards so that the top string drops. And once you're here, you're gonna roll this string, you're gonna whip it over the yo-yo like this and land into the front half. Let me show that one more time correctly, like that, all in one motion. So you're here, you pinch the string, you drop the string on your thumb, you roll it into undermount, and you curl in your finger, letting the top string drop over. And with this finger, you're just gonna turn it in and move it to the front of the yo-yo. And you're gonna whip this front string into the front half of the yo-yo like this. But you're gonna want to do it all in a C motion, going up and down, not side like this, because that doesn't look as cool. One more time, roll, drop, and roll. And once you're here, you're gonna drop the string on your index finger and pinch here on your middle finger, and you should be in the mount, and you should look like this with no knots, nothing like that. So once you're here, you're gonna bring your throw hand over like this, as if you're gonna do a 1.5 mount, and you're gonna roll like as if you would for a 1.5 mount, but you're gonna stop here instead of mounting onto a 1.5 mount. And what you're gonna want to do here is roll this yo-yo and hit this string, and while you hit this string, you're gonna carry the string and hit this top string. What that looks like is this, like that. And you're gonna also release the pinch as it hits the top string. Now I have a few tips for this element, and one of those tips is that if you can't land the yo-yo on like the string or hit the string like that, I suggest you take the same properties for landing a trapeze into this element right here, because it is similar. So in a trapeze, like, it's harder to land if you're gonna land somewhere near your throw hand like this. It's gonna be harder to land, but if you land it closer to your throw hand, then it's easier to land now, as if you were going to land here near your throw hand. Now you take that tip and you make the string here on your throw hand smaller, like this. Don't make it big like this, make it short, a little bit short, and roll, drop, and you should be in a Houdini slack like this. Let me just get out my string tension and we can get back to the tutorial. So one more time, you're gonna roll into 1.5 mount, hit this string, carry the string over, and hit this top string right there. I'm gonna drop everything on your non-throw hand and pinch here on your index throw hand like this. So once you're there, right, you drop everything, you're gonna roll this yo-yo counterclockwise and over your index finger of your non-throw hand, and you're gonna roll into a 1.5 mount, and you're gonna hit this front string of the slack and land on this top string. So it's the same element as what I just showed you, but on a different mount, like that. Keep in mind it's the same as this, and like that. And you drop everything on your throw hand, and you should be back in a normal undermount. Now from the undermount, you're gonna do the same position as the underwhip. So like here, like the opposite of this, so like you're gonna be here, the strings like that, right? And you're gonna whip into the gap of the yo-yo again and roll the yo-yo off at the exact same time. Now this is what it looks like that. So basically what's happening, you're rolling off the yo-yo and you're gonna draw the C formation again, and you're gonna take this front string and land into the back half of the yo-yo like this. And now doing this both in one motion is kind of hard, so here are some tips. My tip is that you kind of hop the yo-yo out, you give it more airtime like this. You kind of move your arm with the yo-yo, not just your wrist. Move your arm with the yo-yo and your body too if you want, so that you can give the yo-yo more airtime to whip into it. And make sure that you bring your hands closer together so that you can generate more slack, like this. If you do it too far apart like this, then the slack's not gonna be long enough to whip into the gap of the yo-yo than if you were to bring them closer like this. So once we got that out of the way, you're here, right? What you're gonna want to do now is roll over both your index fingers counterclockwise like this. So once again, you're gonna roll over both your fingers, not like this, both your fingers like that. Once you've rolled over like that, you're gonna roll this yo-yo over your throw hand index, just like this. quick intermission. If you want to know what yo-yo I'm using, I am using the JulyYoyo Honey Lemon. I've already got a review on this yo-yo on my channel. I'm gonna leave a link in the description so you guys can check it out, and back to the video. Now, that might look different from how I do it. I just simplified it. How I did it is that I roll the yo-yo like this, right, to the side, and then I cross my arms, and then I mount like that. Let me show it one more time. Cross arm and then mount just like this. And if I uncross, I'll be in the same mount that I just showed you. So they're basically the same. If you wanna, basically the same. I just simplified how I just simplified the first one. And continuing on, when we're here, once we're here, we're gonna do a ripcord. All right, a ripcord. So like 1, 2, roll twice here on your throw hand again, like 1, 2, and you're gonna notice you're gonna be in a branding mount if you're familiar with that. So it's basically 1.5 with a wrap. So what we're gonna do here is pinch this string on your 1.5 mount, the inner loop, right, like that, not the top string, and you're gonna throw this string over your throw hand clockwise. So it should look like this right after. And once you're here, you're gonna roll this yo-yo into a trapeze, but make sure you don't catch the string too. You should just let it hang. It should look like that. And on occasion, you might slap the string, and I find that it makes the trick more flashier. And you're gonna really want to do it all in one motion, so it looks like this. So one more time. Once you're done with all that steps, you're gonna do ripcord, pinch the string, toss the string over, roll into a trapeze, and you should be here in a trapeze with a Houdini loop. And once you're here, you're gonna flick this string over, and hit this palm like this. To explain that, you're gonna have your hand go palm up and palm down, and like that. You're just gonna flick the string over like this. And once you flick the string over and hit your hand, you're gonna wanna unflick it, and you're gonna wanna reverse what you did. So it's like that. It's as simple as that. You can just practice that motion over and over again. And once you're here, you're gonna roll the yo-yo off as you would for a trapeze. Then you're gonna bring this yo-yo over to your throw hand side. So like this, right? And once it's here, and once it's there, you're gonna wanna catch the string like this. And now, for clarification, so you don't mess this up, you're not gonna land into the yo-yo from the front. You're gonna land coming from the back of the string like that, right? Like this. And you're gonna land into the back half of the yo-yo. You're still gonna hit the front string. You're just gonna land on the back half of the yo-yo, just like this. And for the next element, it looks like this. Now that element looks hard, and it is complicated if you don't know how it works. So to explain it to you, you're gonna drop the string on your throw hand and pinch the string on your non-throw hand like this, and it should look like this. And this string, top string, should roll over. The string falls and it goes to the back of the yo-yo, and then you're gonna whip into it and catch the string. So once again, you're here, you're gonna drop it, and you're gonna grab this string and land into a kamikaze mount with a wrap like that. Let me show you that one more time, like that. And once you're in this mount, you're gonna want to do a rejection. And so what you're gonna do here is your thumb, your throw hand thumb, you're gonna push the string. So this string draping over all of your fingers, you're gonna push that string. You're gonna make your thumb push that string like that. So you're here, right? You're gonna push this string to the back half of the yo-yo, like outside, like that. And you notice the top string too of the kamikaze mount also gets removed like that. So keep that in mind. So once you hear and rejected it, you fling the slack downwards like that. Alright? So it's down like that. And make sure that before you do those steps, you pinch the string here on your throw hand index with your throw hand middle finger. So you reject it, you fling it over, and you're here now. And once you're here, you can pinch with your thumb so you can be more comfortable. And at the same time, you're gonna hop the yo-yo off the string to the front like this, right? And as the string rejected, you're gonna whip into the gap like this. So here's what it all looks like in one motion, like that. Now for some clarification, once again, you're gonna want to whip this string into the front half of the yo-yo like this, and you're gonna be landing on the back half this time of the string and not the front half. So the back half of the string goes into the front half of the yo-yo like so. It's different from all the other mounts, so be careful with that. And so once you're here, you're gonna roll the string over your throw hand like this, and you're gonna hop the yo-yo up and hit the string close to your index finger of your non-throw hand or the middle here, because you're gonna do an inverted triangle which looks like this. And that inverted triangle is really hard to do if you were to do it close to your throw hand like this. It's gonna be harder. Alright, so I'm gonna do that and hit this top string like so, and make sure the yo-yo falls to the back of the string, not at the front, because that's gonna give you more knots. So this inverted triangle, you exit from the back like so. And once you're here, you're gonna notice there's a wrap around your throw hand, and your yo-yo is just dangling. So you have a wrap here, and then your yo-yo is just dangling. What you're gonna do is make your throw hand face palm up and roll the yo-yo over like so, like you were going to do a brother mount but miss at the front string. And what you're gonna do now is flick your throw hand palm up to palm down like so, and release the string from your non-throw hand, and you should do a whip. Now it's better to do it all in one motion like so, and make sure you keep the pinch too. So once more, you're here, you're gonna roll like this, palm up and then palm down, so you can flip the string over. I highly recommend you make the string short here near the yo-yo so that you have more slack to work with. Alright, so once you're here, right, you're gonna want to keep the pinch, and you're gonna want to hop the yo-yo like this. You're gonna want to levitate it like that. You're gonna hop the yo-yo up, and then this string's gonna be open, and you're gonna put your finger in it like so, like this, and you should land into a trapeze. And this is what it looks like. So like that can be a little bit hard, especially this part where you keep the formation of the string so you can put your finger in it. That's hard. So here are some tips for you. Make sure that you really move your hand with the yo-yo. You keep the pinch as you're moving up. Don't drop the pinch and then move up. That's just not gonna work. So you're gonna keep the pinch and then up. And once the yo-yo reaches its apex, you're gonna wanna drop the pinch and put your finger in like that. One more time, like this, and levitate the yo-yo up, keep the pinch, and once it reaches its apex, drop the string and then put your finger in like so. And some other tips for that: up once you've done the levitating part. Don't move it further apart like this either, because that's just gonna mess up the string formation. Because if I do that, that's gonna mess up the string formation, and if I go higher, the string's gonna pull on the loop, which makes the loop disappear. And once you're in the trapeze, it's over. The trick's over. You can bind however way that you like, and boom, that's the end of tonight's trick. Actually, it's pretty dark outside. Anyway, yeah,